Hey, everyone in real estate thinks AI is really just about writing property descriptions, cranking out social media content, or automating emails. And I think everyone's missing the mark. They're missing the bigger picture. I do not believe that AI in real estate in 2025 is about content creation. It has a lot more to do with back office domination. I'm going to break that down for you in this video, giving you some experience, some information that I have found out recently, and I'm super excited to share this. And it might be a little contrarian to what a lot of people are saying, but I think it's true, so I'm going to put it out there. Let's jump right in. All right, so before we jump in, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'm Isaac Guzman with Real Estate CEOs, and you're seeing a new rebranding of what's going on in the channel. If you've noticed, we've added some new faces. We're bringing on a new podcast. We are having so many people inside the Real Estate CEOs group contribute that I had to make room for everybody. So you'll be seeing less of my face, but tons more value. So anyways, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, give me your comments. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I love being proven wrong by smart people just like you. And at the end of this, I'll give you an opportunity to partner up with us at Real Estate CEOs and potentially even join our free community. All right, so let's jump in. So here's the reality. Here's what a lot of people hype up in real estate right now. They go, hey, you can write blogs instantly. You can have videos created. You can even get an AI avatar. I like all of those things. As a matter of fact, I use and do all of those things, every single one of them, right? Writing scripts, writing copy, even using AI avatar for certain videos on different platforms. I don't think anything's wrong with that. But here's the difference is that none of that is valuable, right? None of that is an exchange of value. Yeah, when I give you some information, it's an exchange of value, right? But at some point, you're not really giving anybody anything by having AI like do something fancy for you. You're just kind of saving yourself some time. And those things are great. Again, I don't discount those things. But what I will say is this, where the 2025 AI is really going to make an impact in real estate beyond just helping a given agent is on the brokerage and team side. And it has more to do with back office domination. So let's break that down. What does that look like? Well, imagine you had an AI powered ticketing system, right? So in the last week, two people that are very influential in my life and in the real estate industry. One of them is my buddy. He's a mentor of mine for years, probably the person that really got me on track the most, more than anybody else in my life in terms of real estate. He just pulled me aside and was like, hey, we're building this thing. It's an AI powered broker solution. So imagine you're an agent on some certain team inside a certain brokerage in a certain state. Well, imagine that you can go ask this AI a question about how to write the contract, but it wouldn't just answer how you can write a contract. It would depend on all the information given by your team leader, your broker, and the state on how you should specifically write that contract. So to make sure it's compliant with the state, make sure it's compliant with the broker, and maybe your team leader likes to write a certain thing in there or write it a certain way. Great, it'll give you that exact answer. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into it, but just imagine that that's there, right? So that's an important thing, is being able to help with broker support. Now, ticketing system, right? Imagine that AI is also monitoring all the tickets and saying, which one needs to be escalated? Okay, among these 5 that have questions for accounting, this one probably needs someone to call them right away based on this nuance. And this one, yeah, that could probably wait until we clear out the queue over the week after the weekend, right? Those are super simple things, but normally you need human eyes on those kind of things. Now you can have AI do that, right? So, and it's watching 24/7, it doesn't take breaks, and it doesn't make mistakes based on its programming. So it's really helpful. And as a matter of fact, the CEO of LPT Realty, Robert Palmer, just announced that that's exactly what they're doing. They have a ticketing system. I think it's amazing. I've actually done a video on it before. I think it's really helpful for everybody to understand that that's a thing that happens and the thing that works really well. Well, he's putting AI on there to monitor that and to see where they could be making improvements. Maybe they're getting a lot of challenges in the ticketing system that is for accounting, for clearing checks or anything like that, for compliance checks, to release checks for real estate agents. Well, great. The AI is going to help them identify, hey, maybe there's a bottleneck in this department, or maybe something else has to change, or maybe we need additional personnel, right? Like those are things that AI can help with. Now, he's already deploying that. I think that's amazing. And think about it this way, though. Let's say you're a real estate agent, you're just a solo agent. Not, I don't mean just. You are a solo agent. You know, you are what makes the real estate industry move forward day by day. Well, it might not matter to you at the moment, but imagine that your competitor, the brokerage down the road that's been trying to get you for a while, says, hey, our compliance, our clearance of checks and making sure everything's good to go on our end. Even our transaction management has AI that can read through documents, keep everybody accountable, make sure we're managing our timelines correctly, send out important reminders, escalate issues to brokers, even on the weekends, even when they're not checking their email, right? These things are possible. Now, if you had that at some other brokerage down the road versus your current brokerage, would you at least consider making the move? Probably. And so what I mean by that is if you're a team leader or a broker in this space, you really got to start harnessing the power of AI to support the agents in their transactions, to support making sure they're compliant, making sure you're answering questions on time and correctly, and in addition to that, making sure people get paid on time. That's a big issue. So I think that brokerages and teams are going to have a much better chance at recruiting and retaining top producing agents if they can solve the back office stuff. Because top producing agents aren't out here trying to figure out where their next meal's coming from, right? What they're trying to figure out is how do I do the same amount or slightly more with less time and effort and sacrifice in my life? And AI powering the back end is what's going to answer that question. Mark my words. And if you don't understand that, totally fine, but it's true. Doesn't make it not true just because you disagree. All right, so there's one other area that I do believe that has to do with content creation that AI is going to be big in, but it's not what you think. It's not video, it's not using AI avatars, right? I think, oh, that's fine, but I think it actually has to do with lead magnets. Now, if you're not familiar with what a lead magnet is, it's basically giving something of value, some item of value in exchange for information, right? Namely, the person's name, phone number, and email address, right? Those are the things. So imagine you're on the internet, you've probably done this a bunch of times where someone goes, hey, I'm going to give you my checklist on how to X, Y, and Z without, you know, L, M, and P, right? So those are the things that you download, right? It's some PDF and it shows you like the open house checklist or the 5 things to say every time you door knock, whatever, right? Some coach, some guru, I send them out, right? We have all these different things. As a matter of fact, if you go to agentwarroom.com and join our free community, we have a bunch of those and they're actually made by AI. Now, we're the people who input the information, right? We're the ones who go, hey, this is what I do at an open house. These are the things that I do at a listing appointment. Here's how we manage this process in our business, or how we generate these leads, or how we convert those leads into clients. But what we can do is take that writing, take the transcript of the video, take the transcript of the training, take the coaching call and turn it into a written transcript, and then throw it into some AI that I'll show you in another video that can actually create a stunning visual specifically for things like lead magnets. Now, here's the thing. It could also create presentations. It can create landing pages. It can create social media posts for you. Absolutely. But here's the important thing. Where I think it's really going to have the most value is in presentations and in generating lead magnets. Now imagine you have a really good comprehensive guide to all the dog parks in San Diego for dog lovers, or all the hikes and the trails, or maybe a home selling checklist to be prepared to sell in the spring. Maybe you have that amazing information. Well, here's the thing. Imagine you could just turn that into a great, stunning visual that you can then run ads on and then capture people's information in exchange for that in just a couple minutes. That is huge because you know what? The thing that's going to generate more opportunity for you as a real estate agent isn't endless videos of you talking about the real estate market. Now, I do those like crazy. Go check me out on Instagram. It's at I am Isaac G. That's all it is. It's talking head stuff, right? But in some of our businesses, though, that's where we have the exchange for information for some item of value. That's called a lead magnet. And using AI to generate lead magnets 100% is the thing I'm going all in on. And so are most of my other business colleagues because they understand, hey, I've done great with lead magnets in the past. Now I can use AI to supercharge those things and also track which ones are doing better, because that's the third and final thing I'll talk about is your ability to track what's working and what's not in as close to real time as possible using AI. I mean, look at, there's even stuff that listens to every phone call you make. There's a company called Shiloh, right, that a lot of real estate agents are using. And I have no affiliation with them, but it tracks and it listens to every call you make and it coaches you, right? It tells you you could have done this better, you could have done that better. You spent 80% of the time talking and the other person only spent 20% of the time talking. You need to shift that, right? It gives you guidance, it gives you tools. When you're on Zoom and maybe you're doing a sale, it can give you coaching notes on the back end and say, hey, you probably could have said this differently. That's where I think AI is going to really come in, is in our ability to analyze what we're doing and what's working and what's not, and how to improve that. Those are the three big things. The back office to help top producing agents do what they do with less effort and sacrifice. It's also going to be for lead magnets so that you can directly market to people in exchange for information, right? And then lastly, it's going to be analyzing what you're actually doing and giving you insight into how to do it better and maybe what not to do. So, without any further ado, if you want to learn how you can partner up with us at Real Estate CEOs and be part of these conversations where we actually open up our playbook, we share our screens, we show everybody what we are working on, things like AI and all these other things that we're building out. So, like I said, without any further ado, you have the opportunity to partner with us. If you want to learn how we partner with agents and team leaders and brokers all across the country, we sit down together. We meet weekly, multiple times a week actually, and we support each other. We open up our playbooks, we share screens, we share documents, we give each other ideas, all things that we just talked about and so much more. You're going to want to go ahead and go in the description below, click that link, book one-on-one time with me. We'll talk about your business. If it makes sense to partner with us, fantastic. If it doesn't, no big deal, right? But I'm here to help in any way I can. And like I said, we're rebranding and launching a new podcast. So you're going to see these two brands coexist pretty much. Real Estate CEOs and Agent War Room. Real Estate CEOs, that's our group. That's the group of people that are at our brokerage that we hang out with, that we network with, that we mastermind with every single day and week. And then Agent War Room is our free community where we give away all of this stuff, right? We invite you to come and check out both of those. We also have office hours for Agent War Room every single week that you can jump in. Doesn't matter what brokerage you're at, we're here to help and support you. So, like I said, if you want to partner with us and get deeper into how we do business, great, book some one-on-one time with me. Also, feel free to go to community.agentwarroom.com. You can join that for free. And if you want a specific special invite, go ahead and drop wartime in the comment section below this video. Until next time, keep on crushing it in real estate.